Hello, welcome to season 3 of Road to Healing. If you haven't read the story, I really urge you, go on over to Talk to Jojo first right now and read about Esther's story. Hi, did you have an opportunity to read Esther's story? Great. But before I go into Esther's story today, I thought it'd be nice for us to just have an idea of what the Road to Healing program is all about. Our Road to Healing program is our affordable group therapy program. Now, the idea behind the Road to Healing program is to provide a safe haven, a place where you can come to, you can remain anonymous, but at the same time, you're able to get help and you're able to share and have someone guide you through as you heal through whatever might have happened to you or might be happening to you. So how it works, basically, you get onto our Zoom platform. On the Zoom platform, everyone is anonymous. It runs an hour every week on a Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. The next program is starting on the 3rd of July. It runs for an entire month. Okay, so having said that, I think we need to look at Esther's story. So I'd like us to actually look at Esther's case. And I don't know if you had an opportunity to look at one of my earlier posts called Effects of Sexual Abuse. We actually did a post about 2 weeks ago where we shared some of the effects of sexual abuse. And one of the things you would notice about the effects of sexual abuse that we mentioned on that particular post, please feel free to check out our post, is confusion towards family relationships. And clearly, in Esther's case, you can see that confusion, in the family relationship. So the family relationship is skewed in Esther's case. Her father is clearly misusing his power as the head of his home. Where Esther is concerned, he's also misusing his power as the head of their community or their church as well. And obviously, he's doing it in support with Esther's mom. Every relationship, whether parent, child, husband, wife, is always built on trust. And the thing about trust is that you give it until you realize that it's been misused. Now, Esther, all her life, from what we can see, has been brought up in a belief system, in a value system that her parents have put her through. And in that value system, she's learned to trust her parents, trust their guidance. And in this value system, her father and her mother have taken that trust and they've misused it. And so what you find is various forms of abuse actually have gone on here in Esther's case. We see the sexual, which is blatantly obvious because her father has been having sex with her. On the emotional abuse, because they would have had to, these beliefs that she's had to live with have emotionally abused her, she's been conditioned in what isn't considered in society as the right emotional balance. Psychologically too, because here are parents that wouldn't even allow her to carry on her education. She's been prevented from some of the things that teenagers her age take for granted. Young adults like her would take for granted. Basic things like television, basic things like the internet. She's not been allowed to have access to these things. So you see various forms of abuse that she's undergone. But clearly, what we see in Esther's case is that she's been sexually and emotionally abused by the very people that she is supposed to trust the most. And that's one of the key things we usually tend to see with abuse, especially with child abuse. Usually the person who has carried this out is usually someone that the child tends to trust. We see signs of shame when we listen to Esther, because you hear Esther say, I feel dirty. So we can see a bit of shame there. We can see a bit of embarrassment there. And then, we hear from what Esther says, a sense of loss, a sense of loss. She doesn't know who she is anymore. Everything she has believed her entire life, or her belief system, it seems, has been built on the wrong foundation. So she needs to start again. She needs to understand, all the stuff I've believed, what is true, what isn't true. So Esther's question is, who am I? And the only way Esther can get an answer to her question, who am I, would require Esther confronting a lot of those beliefs. Those beliefs were made to manipulate and control her. Until next week, thank you for joining us. Look out for our next story on Wednesday, and I'll see you back here on